This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is a presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. You're listening to the Community Radio Network. Follow us via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to other games at 87.5 FM or join us anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Johnston Jaguar basketball is on the air. We are live inside the Schrack Center. And we're ready for tonight's matchup in the Region 10 of the NJCAA between the Patrick and Henry Pats from the Commonwealth of Virginia and your Johnston Jaguars. Good evening, everybody. I'm Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is Bruce Barrett. We'll be calling the game here tonight. And for those that are joining us not only on the YouTube live TV feed, for those that are watching as well, listening on the Community Radio Network, we welcome you back now from Garner. For the high school game, for now the college game. And Bruce, we got a great game here, man. Did you see the game last week? Double overtime, man. Pitt and Johnston was a battle.
Well, they were a battle the first time they played. If you remember when we were on the road there.
Yes, it
and
was.
We beat them by 5. They returned the favor, came here, and then they won that game. So they've really put on 2 really, really good games against each other, and they might see each other again in the playoffs as we get going.
Ready to see what these two teams provide. Of course, we're ready for this matchup. Tip-off, not wasting no time. This game is underway.
Jaguars win the tip.
Of course, the Jaguars are the home squad. They're, of course, wearing the gray on gray with the blue. Dark blue on white with trim for the Patrick and Henry Pats. And I'll tell you this. The college, the high school, the middle school, the elementary school, all in Patrick and Henrico, Virginia, just outside of Martinsville, where the Martinsville Speedway is, where I do a lot of NASCAR announcing, Bruce Barrett, is all Pats Nation.
That's all Patrick Henry. Of course, Patrick Henry, the great patriot, if you will, was the one who told King George III, give me liberty or give me death. And they named their school after them. Very fittingly, and they represent.
Well, we're ready to go here. The opening tip, of course, so far, no score between these two teams. The Jaguars driving up the lane. Number 5 couldn't get there in time. Deontay Cozart. Bill comes now. 11. Yeah, Joaquin Allen, basket and 1. He's fouled. Here you go, Bruce Barrett.
Allen, good job driving the lane there, getting the 2, and now he will get what we call the old 3-point play. The old-fashioned way.
If he can pull it off, for sure, definitely we're ready to go. We're glad you're here for us in this game.
Shot is up.
And it is 3. There you go.
Rims around the rim in the first half.
So this game started here with, of course, 3-0 on the score. Jaguars strike first. Let's see what number 2 can do. Nigel Boozer up the lane. He's not there. Coming back hard, number 5. Nope.
In and out.
Cozart couldn't get it inside the cylinder. They'll knock it over. Here we go again. Allen will go to Come Green. Come Green to the left of the wing. So far, 3-0. No score yet for the Pats. Jaguars back on offense. Come Green. Joaquin Allen, the basket and 1 to get things started. He's ready to roll.
Nice play.
Lane. Here's Perkins, Joaquin Allen in 2.
And a great job there. Perkins with a nice feed. And it's quickly 5-0 here for the Jaguars.
Number 2 again. Trying to get things kicked off here. So far, the Pats have been yet to score.
Ooh, he's very close to stepping over the line there.
Not yet, Will. 5-0, shot clock at 5, and he put it in there, man. He made it in time.
First 2 points for the Pats here. 5-2 if you're just tuning in. 17:20 to go. Here's a shot. No good by the Jaguars. Rebounded, but then lost. And here comes Patrick Henry. looking to add to the point total. Kicks it outside. Now again outside to the top of the key. Driving the lane. There's going to be a travel there by number 2. And I believe that's Nigel Boozer that is called for the travel. And it's going to be JCC ball. So here come the Jaguars now. 16:59 left to go here in the first half. Up 5-2 rather. Ruffin with the ball, setting the offense up, passes it down to number 2 for the Jaguars, and then of course that is Green. Green back to Ruffin now. Ruffin thinks about a 3, then they reverse the ball. 3 ball on the way, and it's nothing but nylon for the Jaguars, and that was number 11, Allen, and again this one was for 3, and he has all points for the Jaguars. Here comes the Patriots. Patch going in. It's going to be a player control foul, offensive foul on number 24, and that will be his first. And there'll be a turnover as Gavilia runs right into a defender. And quickly the charge is called. Jaguars with the ball from Johnston Community College. Ruffin passes it down across. They reverse the ball back to Ruffin now. Ruffin here now to number 10, and that is Holland. They get the ball back. They reverse it, another 3 ball on the way, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 2, and I believe that's Boozer. Boozer comes in. We don't have a number on our stat sheet, but we're believing that's who it is.
He's number 2. He is.
So here we go.
And we're ready now as we'll see here what goes on. Number 24 now inside the lane. That's going to be, of course, I had to step away for just a second. Gavali driving up the lane short. Basket there.
Nice
number 5,
move.
Deontay Cozart from Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. He'll put it in now, but it's still the Jaguars leading at the half.
3 ball. Oh, wow.
Number
Holland.
3, Holland. Savon Holland, and a 3-pointer, Bruce Barrett. Wow.
And it hit the front of the rim, hit the glass, and went in.
Yes, sir.
Here's a 3 ball.
Impressive. Here we go.
Off the back iron, but the Pats have the ball back. Patrick Henry now trying to set up their offense. The pass to number 15, Farrell. Now he gets the ball to number 24. That is Gavilia. There's a drive and another player control foul, an offensive foul on Patrick Henry. This is going to go up against number 24, and quickly he has 2 now.
That's right. And a timeout is called. We're underway. It's 11-4 with the Jaguars out in front here at the Shrek. This is Jaguars basketball for the men in JCAA on the Community Radio Network, and for those that are watching on YouTube Live.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
14:54 left to go here in the first half. Jaguars on top, 11-4 with the ball after the player control foul, and the voice of the Jaguars, Wesley Outland.
Well, thank you very much, Bruce Barrett. Again, it's going to be number 1 now. We'll see what Ruffin can do. Ruffin down to the left wing. He'll set up now and be under pressure by Kamon Green. Kamon Green to Holland. Big 3-point shot he just made. Boxed by 2. Ruffin loses the ball. Saves the ball. Kamon Green with the big play to make it there. Perkins goes to Waukee Allen.
Out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds. It'll turn over and it'll go back to the Pat and Hendry Pats.
As he drove the lane, he kind of lost the ball, but was able to kick it out to a teammate, and then there was an errant pass that was a little high. He caught it, but he landed out of bounds. Turnover going to Patrick Henry.
14:25 here remaining here in the first half. We're underway. This matchup between these two teams. And basket.
Another offensive foul.
Another offensive foul on Henry or Patrick and Henry Pats. And
I believe that was on Davis that time.
I believe so. I believe you're right. 11-4. This game just underway, about 5 minutes in. Will Chalk is on our camera. We had a little bit of just trying to zoom in is what it was, but it's all good. Here we go. Perkins driving up the lane. Ready, settles. Not yet. He's there. Come on, Green. Green is up there. Drives
nice kick outside.
For three. Off the rim. No good on the rebound. And they're going to stay as they'll stay. Jaguars basketball, Bruce.
Jaguars basketball underneath. The clock did reset.
By the way, these officials are from the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association. The crew chief tonight is Matt Wolf. Referees are Wayne Merritt and Ryan Beal. Clock operator is Julian Harrell. Of course, Alonzo Lunsford, the women's college coach, is the scorer tonight. And Denaro Dixon as well. Here we go, 11-4. And still a 7-point lead for the Jaguars and another turnover. It'll go back to the Jaguars. They'll hold on to it. Last touch by Pats.
So it'd be 19 seconds to shoot here now.
19
Jaguars
on the shot clock.
Throws it way down.
Whoa.
Very dangerous pass, but it was controlled by Green.
Here comes Green.
Drives the Green.
Up the lane. Look at that in the cylinder in two. And puts the ball in the basket. 13-4. They're pulling away here. And you know, Bruce, they got to be hungry to get back on the court and play again because they ain't played since that Thursday night overtime loss to Pitt.
And
what a crazy game that was.
Good defense. The shot was taken by Patrick Henry. It's no good. And here come the Jaguars, and they're getting ready to roar here, up 13-4.
Hear me roar. By the way, it's good to hear Justin Woodring is back with us. Remember, Justin done the Pitt game with us in Winterville back in December, and he had some medical issues. He's been cleared to play. The 6'4" freshman ready to go whenever he's needed. Perkins short on the basket. Couldn't get there in time. Turnover on the takeaway. Number 3 was there. 4, of course, the Pats of Nigel Boozer. He'll parry it to the basket, and number 5 will end it with Deontay Cozart. Putting it in for 2 there, Bruce.
So Cozart now with 4 points. 13-6. Jaguars with the lead and possession now. They kick the ball to the far side. They look to set their offense up. Cross-court pass. Now a pass in the middle, but it's intercepted, and it's a one-on-one break.
Basket. Is he there? Yes, he is. Number 2, Nigel Boozer will put it in again.
And
that's his first points of the game, believe it or not, for the Pats. It's 13-8.
So a turnover that time by the Jaguars. They need to kind of clean that up as they tried to go in the middle and was intercepted.
Here comes Waukee Allen. Waukee Allen settles in. He'll now go back to Ruffin. Ruffin boxed on the right wing. And there's a shot clock violation. And the ball went in the basket as they insult the injury. But it is a shot clock violation of the Jaguars, so they'll turn the ball back over to the Pats. And we have a timeout now on the court.
Completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Smithfield Recreation and Aquatic Center, better known as the Shrek. 12:17 to go. The Jaguars up on top right here early, 13-8 as we come off a timeout. And the Jaguars, Wesley, have started out really fast, and they're running their offense and getting a good lead here.
Yeah, trying to get something started here on the response. Number 5 now. With the rock there for the Pats, of course, on the blue on blue, the white stripes, Deontay Cozart to guard out of Washington. Shot for 3 in the cylinder, number 3. How about Nigel Boozer there putting it in? And it is a 3-point shot.
And it makes it 13-11 now. And quietly, the Patrick Henry squad has come back.
Pats have come back in this thing, Bruce, and still a lot of basketball left to go here. 11:40.
Oh, that's
they're
going to be
call
a reach
foul. It's going to be on number 25. That is Jacoby Lambert, his first to play around a Lynchburg, Virginia guard. And, of course, 13-11, the lead at 2. Yeah, I see the clock over there. It just keeps resetting, working, and not resetting. So at least one of the shot clocks are working.
Yeah, the one on that's facing the Jaguars, actually.
To the far left is, yes. All right, we welcome to our coverage. Here we go inside. Ruffin will go down back. Number 12, Charles Walker Jr. couldn't get there in time, and the rebound by Dabney. DeAndre Dabney back up court. Here he comes. See what number 5 can do. That's going to be Deontay Cozart. Cozart now boxed in by Lambert. He'll now look around. Bozer there. 3, short. Rebound. Can he get there? Kevon Farrell. He's there. And here they come up court now, Bruce. Driving up the lane.
Nice
Kevon
steal.
Green goes down. Takeaway by Cozart.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Lewis got way up in the air and slapped that one down on a 2-on-1 break, and he was the one.
How do you like me now?
Holy cow, what a block.
Jaguars, Lewis says this is our house. And he slapped it away on a 13-11 score. It'll still be last touch by the Jaguars. It'll be Pat's ball. Almost thrown back to midcourt. He'll reset. Number 5, Deontay Cozart from Washington. He's a guard.
Nice pick.
Driving up the lane. He'll now find a 3 short on the attempt by Lambert. Takeaway. Is he there? No, not yet. He saves it. Number 3, Boozer. Boom! And a 3-pointer. And good.
And Boozer, that's his second 3 now, and that takes the lead. And we have a timeout on the court with 10:46 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, you know,
Jaguars.
We won't go to commercial break, Bruce. We're going to stay right here with this thing, man. Obviously, this is a great game. This is a great matchup between these two teams here as we're in the early going. And we welcome you inside of our broadcast. He's Bruce Barrett. I'm Wesley Outland. Bruce, this is an awesome basketball game we're seeing here. And honestly, it's now a 1-point lead. The lead changes about 3 or 4 times. And right now we're seeing what type of offensive and defensive packages both teams provide.
Both teams up and down the court running. The kind of basketball you like to see.
Yes.
I will say this, the folks that are out there listening, watching, if you haven't had a chance to come out here and watch this competition, you really need to make it put it on your calendar of things to do, because these guys really play well.
And their plans to be on the road tomorrow night as the Jaguars are taking on the Lewisburg Hurricanes. And Bruce Barrett will have a call on that live tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at Schrack for the coverage of the women's game. Here we go. Back to it again. Boxed in. Lewis going for 3 off the cylinder. No good on the rebound. Here they come.
Nice rebound by number 3, Boozer. So here we go.
Coming back with it. 1-point lead. Trying to increase it and more. Here comes number 2. Boozer up the lane. Is he there? No. Rebound. Here comes now number 13.
Nice play.
Yes, sir. Give it to Mike Mason Jr. from Charlotte. From the Queen City. He'll put it in for 2. It's now Jaguars back out by 1.
Nice finish. Got the ball on the defensive rebound, came back and went coast to coast for 2.
Certainly did, man. What an impressive job. Here we go again. 15 driving up the lane. He's in trouble.
Good defense.
He's boxed in. Shot play clock down to 10. Shot clock to 10. Whistle, foul, and they're going to call it, I believe, on Dabney, and they will. Foul on Dabney, number 33.
And that's
this will be a shooting foul. No, non-shooting foul. They're going to inbound it. They're going to inbound it.
He pointed to the court as soon as the foul was called. So it'll be a non-shooting foul, but it's the first foul.
Subs are coming in. Number 23, Lawson Davis from Columbia, South Carolina, the forward for the Pats. Patrick and Henry Patch from the Commonwealth of Virginia, just outside of Martinsville and Henrico County. Here we go. Inside, back there to Lambert. Lambert driving up to Davis. Davis now back to Lambert. Shot down for 3 by Farrell off the rim. No good. Rebound. And responding is Lewis. Lewis to Joaquin Salad. Shot for 2 on the jumper off the rim. No good. And here comes the Pats back again on the rebound, Bruce.
And good job by getting back on defense by the Jaguars. Quick in transition, but they had to hold up because the Jaguars did get back on defense quickly.
Trying to get this back started again. Here we go. 4-15-14, driving up the lane, and they're going to call a foul. He's pointing at him. They're in agreement, making sure the foul is right. Foul on Lewis. Number 0, Breon Lewis. He's the 6'4" freshman from Columbia, graduated from Westwood High School, and it'll be a non-shooting foul again on the Pats. They'll inbound it. Here we go. Rock and roll. Inside track. Farrell from Sobo, South Boston Speedway, where he's also from. They lodged the net. The game still rolls on as Waukese Allen settles up to now Lewis. Lewis driving up the lane. Back to Dabney. Dabney to the right side of the wing. He'll now settle up and go back to Mike Mason Jr. and we'll reset again. MMJ driving up on Boozer. Boozer, they crash into the coach's bench, and the ball deflected, change of possession.
There's going to be a foul called.
We got a car crash of chairs scattered, smothered, and covered on the bench there for the Pats. And there is a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on the play. So much chaos just went on, and they're going to call the foul on number 3 of Perkins.
So that was a loose ball foul there.
Actually, I think they're going to call the foul actually on number 3 of Nigel Boozer from Ridgeland for the Pats, and it's going to be Comet's ball. And they still ain't even cleaned up the mess on the coach's bench for the Pats. Here we go, inside. Waukese Allen. Waukese Allen! Shot to Mike Mason. No good to Charles Walker. And here we go again. Mike Mason, Charles Walker on the 3. No good. Rebound. Here we go. Closing in on 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Just like Division I NCAA, the NJCAA and the Jaguars play 20 minutes of halves of college basketball. Under pressure, driving up at the free throw for 2. Not got the net lodged anymore. And Lambert, the guard from Lynchburg, puts it in, Bruce, for 2.
Nice
and they're
job.
back in the lead by 1.
And just a nice job getting a nice mid-range jumper. There's the ball in and out by the Jaguars, and it's no good.
Man.
Our score is 16-15. The Pats with the lead and possession now.
You feel
there's going to be a travel called on number 3, Boozer.
On Boozer, turnover. It'll go back to the Jaguars.
So
you see this momentum changing, Bruce, and it feels like it's the Pitt Johnston game on December 15th all over again.
I tell you, this 2 good clubs here getting after it, and now Pitt coming up with a little bit of pressure here on a 2-1-2 full-court press.
Driving, Waukese Allen. Oh, he shoved him, and there's the foul.
And that's going to be a good call.
You knew it was coming.
He pushed off as he was coming, trying to break to the basket to get a jump shot, and the referee was right there, and he called the foul on the Jaguars.
So the foul of the Jaguars. It'll go back now to the Patrick and Henry Pats. They're in the blue, dark blue with white. The Pats from Henrico County from the Commonwealth of Virginia, just outside of Martinsville. What'd you say, Bruce? Give me liberty or give me death?
Well, right now they're getting after it. Both teams are really playing really good, hard basketball right now. It's very entertaining.
Good show here. Right
nice
now, 1
pass.
point lead, maybe more. They can encourage the 3. It's number 15. Drives up the cylinder in the paint. Farrell from Sobo puts it in, and they lead by 3 now.
Jaguars need an answer now. It's at the top of the key. Passes it to the far side.
18-15, Waukese Allen. Allen will go back to Holland. Holland now back to Perkins. Oh, and that's a sandwich did by 2 at the free throw line, and they get the rebound back. Here comes Boozer. Getting it back, Bruce, like you just literally sandwiched in. You're the meat in the sandwich, and then somehow you break through and you get the ball back.
So here comes Patrick Henry now at the top of the key. Running that offense is number 5, Cozart.
Nowhere to go. Shot for 3 off the rim. No good. The tip by 25. He's not there. Lambert. And they turn it over back to the Jaguars. It's going to be Charles Walker Jr. doing some fancy footwork. CWJ hands it off to Waukese Allen. Now to Mike Mason Jr. and 3 and off the rim. No good. Rebound. Can he get there? Waukese Allen. No, it's Perkins.
It's going to be out of
bounds.
Last
touch by Pats, and it'll stay Jaguars basketball.
Yeah, it went off the foot of number 25, and that's Lambert. And that'll remain Jaguars ball as we have a timeout on the court. 6:14 left to go in the first half. Patrick Henry 18. The Jaguars at Johnston, 15.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the track here in Smithfield, North Carolina. Patrick Henry Community College up 18-15 in a game that's gone back and forth here against the Jaguars. They will have the ball. They will inbound it to the right of the Patrick Henry goal. And I'll turn it over to the voice of the Jaguars, Mr. Wesley Outland.
Well, it's not over yet. Thank you very much, Bruce Barrett. Again, it's 6:14 remaining, a 3-point lead, 18-15. And the Jaguars hold on to possession. Here we go again. Driving up the lane. Come on, Green to Perkins at a turnover. And they'll turn it back over to him. Number 5 on the takeaway by Deontay Cozart. Cozart just simply trying to slow down the momentum and the tempo at the moment. Driving. Shot, shooting, three, got it!
Number 2 there, that's
Nigel Boozer.
With another 3.
Yes, sir. Another one. 21-15. Driving up the lane, number 1, Dorian Lewis.
Nice
Lewis
pass.
Is there, basket, and 2 by Perkins. Look at them neon pink orange shoes, and they work tonight here in Smithfield.
They got him up in the air. That was a great move to the basket, and saw that opening there and was able to get that pass and get the easy layup. And it's 21-17. Patrick Henry still up on top.
Off the rim, 20.
There's a block, another block.
Did he save it? He does. He gets and keeps the ball. Number 23. That's going to be Lawson Davis. Davis pressured. Cozart with a jumper before the shot clock ended. And they got it back as Cozart goes to the ground. Ruffin battles. Here comes now Ruffin. Getting it back down to number 12 and nice the cylinder of Charles Walker Jr. And now, 21-19.
And right now, that was good. Right now, the Jaguars put 2 possessions together. They were stuck on 15 for a while, but their last 2 possessions comes up with points. 21-19, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. There's the three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Patrick Henry. Kicks it back out.
Yes, sir. They'll hold on to it. Here comes now Davis. Davis now settles back to Cozart. Cozart inside. Back to Boozer. Boozer driving up the lane. Perkins all over him to the right wing. Shot for 3. Off the cylinder. No good. Rebound. Jaguars under the basket was Holland and Perkins. Perkins will take it. Bright, shiny shoes for those that are watching. Driving up the lane is Ruffing. Oh, it tips through the air like it's volleyball. He comes up with it, and they're going to call a whistle. Jump ball is called, actually. And the possession arrow will go back to Patrick and Henry.
So,
wow.
They had a chance to at least tie the game right there, but the ball kind of got away from them a little bit. They started playing volleyball, if you will. And then when they came down, the ball was tied up. Patrick Henry now with the basketball. Up 21-19, 3:50 to go here in the first half.
3:50 left to go here. We'll see what goes down. Now is number 3. Boozer will drive up the lane.
Nice
He's
play.
there.
No good.
No one home. Coming back, responding. Is he there? No.
Stepped out of bounds. He saved the ball.
Last touch by the Jaguars.
That's right. You know, I've heard coaches say this before. If the ball is going out of bounds under your basket, you don't need to save it. You need to just let it go out of bounds and set your defense up, because if you save it and it goes to the wrong player, that's an easy basket.
That's right. Setting up again, driving up the lane. Here we go, number 3. That's Boozer. Nigel Boozer. He's a guard from Ridgeland. Going down the 25 of Lambert. Lambert now settles in around the corner to Harrington, and the shot for 3 on the attempt by number 10. That's Fabian Giebel. And Giebel from Collinsville, Virginia, couldn't put it into the rebound. Coming back to the Jaguars.
Nice move.
Come on, Green. He couldn't get it in the basket, and the rebound going back down to the Pats. And here they go with 30 of the shot clock. Closing in on 3 to go in the first half. Look at him
nice
sandwich
steal.
in. Boozer, nowhere for him to go. Driving up the lane. He's there.
Nice kick
Come on,
out.
Green. Holland short, but there is number 12, and it could go in the basket. That was Charles Walker Jr. short on the rim. Oh, man, there's nobody scored in the last minute of that 2 minutes here, Bruce.
That ball bounced on the back of the rim 4 times.
Just let me put it in the hole. 2.5.
It's a 3-ball.
Shot it, got it. Boozer's there on the 3-point field goal.
And
the guard from Richland, South Carolina, Bruce.
I've got him unofficially now for 4 3-point baskets.
And the lead now for the Pats at 5. Jaguars 19. 24-19. Not anymore. Off the rim on the attempt by Ruffin. Rebound back to Boozer. And Boozer now driving up the lane. Coming up on the 2-minute warning now. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Schrack Center. Good to be back here in Schrack again. Last time we played was on Thursday night, and then it was a winter wonderland for a couple of days. And they're looking forward to it possibly happening again. Basket off the shot there by Doug Lambert. Couldn't get there. Bruce rebounded. Here comes Perkins. Back to Green.
Nice
Green
pass.
is there. And come on. Got to Ruffin, but he's fouled at the line.
I believe that's going to be on, let me check. I believe it's going to be on number 10. It is number 10 for Patrick Henry, and that is Fabian Gable. The forward there, he'll pick up his first.
Foul on Fabian Gable. He's from Collinsville, the forward, number 10. And this will send Ruffin to the line and for 2. First one missing to the left of the rim. And they're going to send in subs now. As number 44 coming in of Justin Johnson for the Jaguars. Southeast Raleigh. Clayton plays Southeast Raleigh on Friday night. Little segue to that, Bruce. Number 44, Justin Johnson, freshman, is from Raleigh, and he graduated from Southeast Raleigh, former Bulldog. He comes in and also does 0 of Breon Lewis.
So Ruffin now with a second shot. It's up, and it's off the front of the iron.
Whoa.
So he misses both of them. And
is it a lane violation?
Lane violation.
Violation.
Looks like it, yeah. So that basket would not have counted regardless.
And they're actually calling a push on 44 of Justin Johnson, which basically resulted in that lane violation, and it will be Pat's ball. 24-19, 5-point lead. Close it in on the 2 minutes remaining under.
Well, they need to get a defensive stop here just before halftime, of course. Nice high screen there by Patrick Henry.
Cozer under pressure, driving and in the 2. Number 15 increasing now to 7. Kayvon Farrell from South Boston putting it in again on the 2.
Nice pass to the inside. Oh, it was blocked from behind. Jaguars retain possession.
Come on, Green, Perkins, and he's fouled. He couldn't get the ball under the basket there. And they're going to go to the line, and it looks like he'll be shooting 2 as Perkins was attempting to go for it there. Push on number 15, Kayvon Farrell from Sobo, Virginia, the guard forward, and it's going to send neon orange shoes, Casey Perkins, to the line on a 2-shot foul.
Fuquay Verenas Perkins now sets, shoots.
Former Bengal.
And he scores.
A former Bengal. And he actually graduated also from Dabney Lancaster Community College before coming to Johnston.
Okay.
Dabney, DeAndre Dabney.
Misses the second one.
Oh, but he got his rebound back.
Come on,
Perkins got it. Nope, he lost it.
It stays
Take
in
away
bounds.
Kozart.
Goodness.
Are you kidding me?
Number 2.
Oh, the foul's called, though, but he don't care.
Kayvon Green, 6'1". The freshman says, not tonight. And now it looks like we got a technical foul call.
Oh, wow.
Is that what we get? No technical.
No,
Non-technical, just going to call a foul.
Yeah.
But, boy, the block was really good.
I was about to say, no call no foul. No foul. No harm, no foul. Don't do that.
But a foul was called. Number 5 makes his first. And, of course, that's Kozart.
All right, we'll try this again here.
And it goes up, and it is good.
1:09 remaining here. Almost a steal. Here we go. Driving up the lane and take away Ruffin. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Come on, Green.
Green looking now, reverses the ball to Ruffin. Ruffin now back at the top of the key. Directs traffic. Down low now here. Pass in the middle. Basket's on the way. It's short.
Is he there? No, he's not. And the shot clock almost went out too.
Yeah, had to hurry that shot because of the shot clock. 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. Patrick Henry with the ball and the lead, 28-20.
Trying to get there, trying to make something happen. Is he going to be there in time? He's got 25 seconds to go. Trying to settle this thing here. Number 10, driving. He'll settle off the three. That's going to be, of course, Fabian Giebel. Giebel back to Bozer. Bozer, shot, short. 15 seconds.
Nice.
Is he there? He got it back. Got it back. Shot for three before the horn. And he couldn't get there. And he's fouled before.
It's going to be over the top.
6.3 seconds and the whistle on a foul on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And it's on Lewis. I believe that's his second or third foul. Breon Lewis, the 6'4 freshman from Columbia. Second foul for him on the Jaguars, graduating from Westwood High School. And this is a non-shooting foul. And, Bruce, we've got 6 seconds remaining here in the first half as here comes Patrick Henry. They're going to try to get a shot away.
They got it out. They got the ball. Comes the Jaguars.
Green, is he there in time? He is!
And he's fouled.
0.6 seconds on the clock. Come on, Green. Basket and Uno.
So this right here, if he can make this shot here, we'll make it a 5-point game.
Yes, sir.
At the buzzer.
28-22. Get back to a 5-point lead before the end of the half.
A shot. It's
short.
Off the front.
He
He gets his rebound.
He got it. It's good before the horn. And cut the lead to 4. Come on, Green got his own rebound. Got it and put it in the cylinder before the clock expired on the horn.
And there was only 0.6 seconds left to go. Remember, you got to have at least 0.4 to get a shot off.
That's right.
He hit the front of the rim. You couldn't have played it and drew it up any better.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly.
And they actually got 5 points on that possession.
Yes, it certainly did. It worked out perfectly. Just a perfect scenario here for things so far. Is right now we are currently in our halftime coverage here. We are at the half, but welcome back inside our broadcast booth. Of course, Bruce Barrett, Wesley Outland. We're going to take an extended break here to thank our sponsors. Bruce, we got a great game. Just come back and put 4 points on the board right before the end of the half here, and it was all come on Green there, 28-24.
And that play that was made there at the half, with the he makes his first free throw after the basket, gets his rebound and comes back and puts it back in, and that's a 4-point difference there. So I mean, that's the way it's done. I don't know that the coach could have drew it up any better, but that's pretty good strategy if you ask me.
It certainly did. I'm looking at my stats and the notes, and you got your notes here as well. Star players, obviously, really good. Nigel Boozer. We are going to actually go to the scores table because we've got some players' names and their numbers we're kind of questioning a little bit. Oh, my goodness, the scoreboard just went out.
Oh, well,
somebody just all lost power. But anyhow, we still got our power. We're still good. But anyhow, basically right now, Bruce, we're just seeing a game, and I said this a couple of times before. It just feels like it is Pitt and the Johnston game back in December in Winterville.
It's back and forth action.
Yes.
If you like to see teams run, you come to the right place tonight. I'm telling you, they're just up and down the court. But right now, Boozer, I've got him unofficially 14 points and 4 3-pointers from way downtown. So he's hit 4 threes. And for the Jaguars, they're all getting into the game there.
Certainly.
It looks like Allen, I've got him down right now for 10 points. Green, I've got him down for 4 points. And, of course, Perkins, I have him down for 5. They're kind of spreading it around a little bit.
Let's just say this before we go to an extended commercial, because we are going to go down and check the books and check the names.
Right.
At least for on the Patrick and Henry Pats team, because if you're a Patrick and Henry Pats fan, first of all, thank you for watching, but we want to make sure we have your players and their names and everything correct. So that's why we're going to check it, because honestly, sometimes you can't trust the rosters. You can't trust what's on the computers and social media. We do everything in our power to prep and prepare, but obviously things change. The jersey might get Clorox on it the night before it's being washed or whatever. Some people's numbers change. So we want to make sure we have that right. But Bruce, it's a comfortable game right now. Everybody's in their great spot.
Yeah, right. And the Clorox and bleach, that's why Dolly does all of our clothes.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Got some basketball scores around the country.
Go ahead before we go to break, brother. Go ahead. Yes.
Tennessee, if this is a final, has defeated Florida 78-71. That is a final. Providence and Xavier, they with a minute and 16 seconds left to go, or 15 seconds left to go. Providence, number 17 in the country, leads Xavier 60-59. So that's coming down to crunch time there.
Certainly.
Also, Iowa State, 7:29 to go in the first half, leads Oklahoma State 22-20, and that is the action that we have right now in the top 10 of college basketball in the NCAA.
All right, well, we're going to take a break. Extended coverage. When we come back, Bruce and I will have the right roster. We'll get ready for what should be a wild second half. This is Jaguars basketball, sanctioned by the NJCAA on CRN, the Community Radio Network, and for those that are watching on the Johnston Jaguars YouTube live page. We are at the half. It's 28-24.
For help with food, healthcare, and other resources, call or visit 211.org.
211, how can I help you?
211, get connected, get help. A message from United Way and the Ad Council.
To protect his family from disaster, Steve used his camera phone. Done. By taking pictures of his important documents, Steve can always have them stored online. Learn more simple disaster prep tips at ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hello?
Man, where are you? I thought you were coming.
I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf. Man, I'll call you back.
Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hello?
Man, where are you? This wedding is lit. I thought you were coming.
Ooh, I can't. I'm in bed with the flu.
The flu? You didn't get a flu shot?
I wish I did. I can't believe I'm missing out on Greg's wedding.
Whoa. Grandma's about to crowd surf.
Grandma's about to what? What?
Man, I'll call you back.
Oh, man.
Sounds like another case of flu FOMO. Don't get stuck at home with the flu. A flu shot is safe, effective, and you can get it at the same time as your COVID-19 vaccine. A flu shot is the best way to prevent the flu and its potentially serious complications. It keeps you protected and also protects your loved ones. Protecting our community can't wait. So why get stuck inside with the flu? Don't get flu FOMO. Learn more at getmyflushot.org.
Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick, and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground, she can't play like the other kids. She doesn't have the energy because she's hungry. School lunch will be her only meal today. It breaks my heart that this is the reality in our country, but it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland, one of the co-founders and president of the Community Radio Network, known as CRN Sports, now going on 4 years as the voice of the Clayton Comets. Are you interested in having your business being advertised on all of the athletic coverage of CRN, even if it's all the sports coverage or just one, like football or basketball, or maybe your daughter or son plays soccer or softball or even baseball? We've got you covered. Whether on the gridiron to the court, to the field or the diamond, we want your business. Whether you are a car dealership to a paint business or even a cafe to a barber shop, if you're interested, we want your business today. Be a part of radio advertising on the Community Radio Network. For more details, call 919-618-9286 or email me at weslyoutland@aim.com. And we look forward to having your business a part of the Community Radio Network today.
I spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in '09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Schrack Center. Wesley Outland here with Bruce Barrett. Bruce Barrett has got the first half stats as we're about 3 minutes away from second half action.
Well, right now, leading all scorers in the game is number 2 for the Pats, and that is Carlos Raven. He has 8 points in the game, and he is leading all scorers. Also for the Pats is Nigel Bouger and Deontay Corzette. They both have 6 points. Kevin Farrell with 4. Lawson Davis with 2. So I'm sure the coaching staff will be talking about that, trying to maybe get him. He picked up like 3 fouls real fast there in the first 10 minutes of the game. For the Jaguars, leading scorer for the Jaguars is number 6, Kamon Green. He has 6 points. 5 points is Waquise Allen. He has 5. Also with 6 points is Savon Holland. He has 6. With 3 points, it's Perkins. He has 3. And then Walker and Charles Walker and Mike Mason both with 2. And none of the Jaguars, number 0, Breon Lewis, he has 2 fouls. But none of the Jaguars are in foul trouble going into the second half. Our score, 28-24 here at halftime. And one of the things that the Jaguars need to do, I think they did a good job going up and down the court. They played pretty good defense. What they need to do, though, is they need to set up their shots a little bit more. Take good shots, set up their offense. Don't be in a big hurry. But, of course, both teams are running up and down the court. But they just need to get some good looks, and I think they'll be fine trailing by 4. But those 4 points there towards the right before half were huge, and a lot of that could be a big momentum changer for a ball club when something like that happens for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We're probably about 40 seconds or so from getting ready for the start of the second half of this game. And again, obviously, it's a 4-point lead, 28-24 right now, and they make their way back to the locker room. So teams are warming up. They're getting ready to go. Is that any better? All right. All right, Bruce, we're ready to go here for the start of the second half, and it does look like it will be Jaguars basketball to get it started.
Yeah, they had that tie-up that went to Patrick Henry, so it will be the Jaguars ball as we get things kicked off here in the second half.
All right, second half action ready to go here. It's Bruce Barrett. I'm Wesley Outland. Will Chalk, you've heard him a time or two on the broadcast. He is running the camera tonight, and we're set now for second half action between these two teams here this evening, between Patrick and Henry, the Pats, the dark blue on white, and, of course, the Jaguars, the home squad with the gray on blue for the Jaguars of Johnston here in Smithfield. Back under pressure. Ruffin will find Green. Green on the circle. He'll now look. Oh, it's a turned away there by Waquise Allen. Waquise Allen gets it back now to...
Good job getting back on defense by the Jaguars.
Cozart. So Cozart's there. He'll drive up the lane. Get it now to 23. That's going to be Lawson Davis. Pressured there. Going in. Davis now sets it up to Gavali. Gavali now to the other side of the right wing. Shot for 3 and in by number 5, Deontay Cozart. And Cozart from Washington, the guard, puts it in. And nobody there. Look out. I'm going to go through the emergency exits.
And it's going to be a turnover by the Jaguars.
31-24. 31-24. 19:04. Here come the Jaguars. They're going to try to respond now. Trying to go on defense, and now here comes Pat's throwing up there for three. No one home. Turnover, almost a crash as number 2 almost got into him. And, of course, number 2 we have found out is Charles Raven, who is normally number 4 on the roster. Here I told you about getting that Clorox on that game jersey, and that's what happened. So now you got number 1. Number 4 is number 2. It's Carlos Raven, and he'll put it in there. 31-24, 18-20 here in regulation of the second half. Cozart up the lane. He'll go now back to Farrell. Farrell will now find alongside Davis. No correction. That's actually Gavalia. Gavalia back up. Cozart driving in. Now pressure. That's Raven. Raven back around, and the tempo changes as Cozart says, I'm digging in. He's going to go for 3. Short. You could tell from up here.
That was way off,
Bruce.
Yeah, that was not a good shot, and here comes the Jaguars now. Oh, nice pass. Oh, he gets away, though. Great idea. That's got to be a travel. Double dribble they're going to call.
They are.
On Patrick Henry, so that'll give the ball back to the Jaguars from Johnston. And it appears that they have the shot clock on both sides operating now.
They're working now. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Yes, it is. 31-24.
So they're going to set the shot clock at 20 seconds. So there was no real change in possession there. There's a nice layup.
We'll try this again.
By number 2. And, of course, that is Green, and he now, with 8 points, gets his first 2 of the second half.
31-26. Number 5 driving. Cozart up the lane, settles in, going back to Davis. Davis drives around to Farrell. Farrell, pressure, back around. That's going to go to Raven. Working his way. Number 3, Boozer. Boozer is there. Look out. And a shot.
It was no good. It didn't hit anything.
Shot clock violation there, Bruce. No basket.
Yeah, they took a late shot there. It didn't hit the backboard, didn't hit the rim or nothing. A shot clock violation, turnover to the Jaguars.
Yeah, you can't make those mistakes as we just saw that go down.
But that was because of good defense by the Jaguars. They kind of caused that, couldn't get an open shot.
Well, we'll try to reset them again here now. Here comes Ruffin. Ruffin will now go back into the 11. 11 driving. That's Waukee Allen. And he had also help from Perkins. And Perkins will put it in for 2.
And now Jaguars trying to cut into that lead now, down by 3, 31-28, 16:45 to go here in the game.
16:45 remaining in the game. 31-28 the score, 16 and a half.
Oh, steal. A great interception.
Good job, Perkins. Here he comes, driving, one to beat.
Oh, what a play.
Come on, Green, with the assist by Perkins, and they'll put it in for 2.
Come on, Green now with 10 points, and we got a 1-point ball game here in Smithfield, folks.
And they're getting spooked. The Pats are getting spooked. And they call for a timeout here in Smithfield.
We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Mask up, America.
$16-14 left to go here in the game, and we got a 1-point affair here with Patrick Henry from Virginia leading 31-30 here in the Shrek in Smithfield, North Carolina. The Jaguars have definitely come out in the second half.
Yeah, they certainly have, and it's a 1-point lead now for the Pats. They got to respond. They haven't really done anything offensively here for a while. It's been all Jaguars. And, there we go in the basket.
Nice move.
I spoke too soon. Lawson Davis Ford from Columbia, from the Palmetto State. That's South Carolina. If you didn't know your nicknames of states, puts it in there for 2, Bruce. And they back
nice
up by 3.
drive. Just a nice drive by the young man getting that basket. And that kind of broke the ice a little bit for Patrick Henry.
Holland from Ruffin, now back to Green. Green will set it up to Perkins on the 3. No good. Rebound, and here come the Pats.
Patrick.
Stopping the momentum there, Bruce, and that's actually Carlos Raven.
Well, you got to think it was probably a very good timeout that the Pats took. Kind of regroup a little bit. Here's the 3 ball on the way, and it's going to be in and out. And the Jaguars get the rebound. Here they come.
Come on, Green. Perkins. Ruffin. 3. Boom! Yes, on the shot clock. And puts them in for a 3-pointer. And we're tied up in Shrek at 33.
And that is Ruffin's first field goal of the game, and we are all tied up.
Tied game. Driving, shot for 3 off the rim, and he got the rebound back, and he responds. Number 15 driving, Kevon Farrell. Farrell will now get it back to number 5 of Cozart, and they'll reset tempo and go again.
10 seconds to shoot.
At one time, the Pats had almost a 6-point lead. They're close to going out of bounds and midcourt. They're going to throw something up before the horn. Oh, it's off the cylinder, and it's no good on the rim. And they'll return it and go back. Here come the Jaguars.
Yeah, but he launched that one from about near Virginia.
He did. He tried. Basket. Trying, no good. And this is now the reset for the Jaguars. It's all tied at 33. Tomorrow, the men are in Lewisburg. Bruce Barrett will call that game. Clay Smith and myself will call the women's game here tomorrow night. Shot off the cylinder, no good. They come back on the rebound, and they couldn't get it in time as here comes Cozart moving up court with it, and there they go. Coming up on 13:45 remaining here in the regulation of the
He lost the ball. That's going to be a backcourt violation, but it's going to be out of bounds. And they will call it out of bounds, so it'll be inbounded just at the hash mark, if you will.
So it'll be Jaguars ball, and we also have a timeout. A timeout is called right now. 33 tied here.
I may never have met you. We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Mask up, America.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Shrek here in Smithfield, North Carolina. Johnston Jaguars, Patrick Henry, Pats. We're tied at 33 with 13:42 to go. Jaguars with the ball, and for the voice of the Jaguars, here's Wesley Outland.
All right, we're ready to rock and roll. 13:35 remaining in regulation of the second half. Ruffin back inside to Come On Green now back to Ruffin in the middle of the wing. He'll settle up, and he's ready to drive up the lane. Not yet.
Oh, nice
under the
pass.
lane and free throw comes Perkins. Perkins under the paint. Jumper on the free throw.
It's
With the shot clock, and it's good. He resets again. Couldn't get it again.
And they got
Third
the ball.
time. Here comes Marquise
And
Allen.
they take the lead.
Perkins and
And
2.
a foul.
Jaguars are leading, and there's a foul as well. Basket and 1 coming up here, Bruce.
And just a great job. The shot clock expired, but it hit the cylinder, and it reset the clock, and they were able to get 2 attempts on the reset of the shot clock. And then number 3, Perkins makes it and now has a chance for a 3-point play as he stands at the charity stripe now.
That's what you got to remember.
Third lead change of the game now.
I'm ready now to see if it actually is official. Jaguars are back out in front. Can they increase that lead now from 2 to 3? And they won't.
do not.
But they only tried to drive in to get the rebound. Perkins did. coming up short. Here we go now. 35-33, 2-point lead. And here come the Pats responding here. Number 5 running up court. That's going to be Cozart. 6'3" guard. Cozart settles in. Back in around there to Gaji Gavalia. Gavalia driving up the lane. Gavalia there. Pressure. Hands it off. Now the 25-23. Shot for 3.
Way
that
off.
went there. That was way off. That
rebounded.
was Lambert to Davis. And the turnover, the rebound. Takeaway by the Jaguars. And here comes Ruffin. Ruffin now. Right wing. Settles in. Got it to Kamon Green. And here comes Waukese Allen from the right side of the circle.
Oh,
He'll
threw it away.
Threw it away. Couldn't get it to Perkins. And it's out of bounds. It will be Pats basketball.
It was a cross-court bounce pass trying to get it up to the just to the mid-range of the three-point area there. And the ball just went off his hands. He couldn't control it. It's going to be a turnover going back to the Pats.
Let's see how things go here now. They respond 35-33. First time in a while since the Jaguars have had the lead. How long can they hold on to the lead, Bruce Barrett, is the question. Driving up the lane to the basket. Shot, no good. Rebound. Here comes number 12, Charles Walker Jr. Driving.
That's a defense. Oh, what a play.
How about Waukese Allen with the assist by Charles Walker Jr., and they increase now, Bruce, by 4.
And now the Jags did a great job on defense. They were in a 2-3 zone. They go right back to that 2-3 zone now on defense.
Driving inside number 2. He's there. Back to 25. 2-25. Come on here now. That's going to be Raven.
Cross-court pass.
Raven
and a shot clock violation.
0, man. I don't think they even realized it.
It appeared that number 2, and of course that's Raven, didn't even realize the shot clock was going down. When the buzzer went off, he kind of looked at the clock. Did not realize that the shot clock was going down.
He says to himself, man, did I really just do that? Yeah, you just did that. 37-33, increasing more off the cylinder of the 3. No good. Rebound, Waukese Allen got it, though. He's boxed by 2.
Nice
behind
pass.
his chair, Charles Walker Jr., CWJ, 2. And now by 6, they lead. The Jaguars up in front, 11 to go in the game.
But the rebound and the pass to set that up was absolutely beautiful. Found the open man under the cylinder. Jaguars now up by 6.
Up by 6. Here comes 25. That's going to be Lambert.
No
basket and a rebound and a shot and a steal.
Pass.
Can you say interception, Raven? Raven for the Pats, taking it away like the Chiefs and the Bills game on Sunday night.
Oh, boy. I
One
tell you
for
what.
the ages.
That whole weekend was for the ages.
It was awesome football in the divisional playoff, man. Hopefully
there's a push of a player control foul.
Yes.
On number 25 of the Pats. And, of course, that is
Lambert.
Jacoby Lambert, and that's his second.
Yep, Jacoby Lambert on the foul.
So the Jaguars now with a 6-point lead coming up on halfway in the second half, or second period, rather.
How will they respond? Here comes now number 12. Charles Walker Jr. driving up the lane. He goes back to Kamon Green. Back to Mike Mason Jr. MMJ now back to Waukese Allen. Throw for 3. Short.
Yeah, a little long
Short
there.
by Holland. And actually it was number 12, Charles Walker Jr. going for the 3 on the left wing. Right wing, couldn't put it in. Under 10 minutes, we're halfway through here in the second half. Welcome back to CRN Sports Coverage. You're watching on YouTube. You're listening on the Community Radio Network.
Oh, intercepted.
Wow. Waukese Allen. Allen, come on, Green, 2 to beat. Maybe 3. Basket short. And they got the rebound back. That was Boozer. Boozer breaking in there. And he'll take it away, Bruce. Wow.
Yeah, they needed to set that up there, pull it back out. He went out with an underhand layup, and it was just not there.
Nigel Boozer from Ridgeland.
Again, the 2-3 zone now.
Back under
And
pressure.
now it looks like they may be
Lambert.
switching the man.
Lambert now goes to Gavalia. Gavalia. Shot. 3 and
It is
in.
good.
Wow, the big man put it in. Jacoby Lambert. down by 3 and a timeout here at the Shrek.
I spend a lot of time in the garage.
Jill, why don't you tell the class what you did this weekend?
Well, my dad and I went in search of some magical minnows and found a zillion of them in the stream from our lookout rock. Then my sister and I escaped from an evil slug king and went back to my super twig fort for safety. Then we told stories till it got dark, and the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Where were you, Jill?
We went to the forest. It's not that far away.
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to CRN here at the Shrek. Johnston Community College now leads 39-36, a 3-point lead with 9:03 to go. Elsewhere in the NCAA, Providence trails Xavier with 50 seconds to go in the game, 62-60. Northwestern and Michigan knotted up at 62 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go. And Charlotte leads Old Dominion 64-54 with 3:44 to go in the game. Wesley Outland.
All right, and now it's back to the Pats. Number 3, Bosier getting it back now to number 2 for the Pats of Carlos Raven. Patrick and Henry Pats out of Henrico County, Virginia, just outside of Martinsville. And the Jaguars of Smithfield here in Joco. Basket off the cylinder. It rolls all the way around. No good. Doesn't go in. But they do get the rebound back.
15 seconds
settles
to shoot.
in.
Nice pass to the inside. Great play by the Pats Airs. Number 15 scores, and that is Farrell with 6 points in the game so far. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game.
Inside. Oh, he almost got it in, and he couldn't get it in time. Number 12, Charles Walker Jr. with the rebound. Just come up short, Bruce, and they're going to drive up the lane shot. And wow.
Nothing but nylon. And we have our 4th lead change in the game now.
And Jaguars turning it back to the Pats, and they lead again.
7:48 left to go in the game. The ball's out of bounds, but it will remain Jaguar ball.
Turn into the camera and fix the clock there. Let it get the thing again. You got to pay attention. Okay, Bruce.
All right, here we go. Inbound the ball. Jaguars with the ball. Now they reverse the ball to the top of the key. Back down now to the near side. Looking over the defense. It's number 13, and that is Mason. Mason now passes
Mike
it up.
Mason Jr.
Goes over the layup off the
We're
glass.
tied up again. So, Bruce, if there's been 5 lead changes in this game, then this is the 6th time they've tied it up.
So here we go.
Trying to settle it up again. Here we go. This is for the lead down the stretch. Off the rim. No good. Getting it back. Has he got it? He did. Raven got the rebound back there, and he set it up to the big man, Jacoby Lambert. Lambert in 2.
And Lambert right now is starting to become that force underneath for the Pats.
Yes, sir.
And it's 43-41. Pats on top. Here come the Jaguars down the court.
Can you say the big man downstairs
Nice
under the
pass
paint?
to the outside.
Perkins going back now. Settles in to Mike Mason Jr.
Nice pass to the inside.
There's Perkins. It
Oh,
didn't
he
go
missed
in.
the shot.
Missed it. Rolled off the top of the cylinder of the rim. And they lost it. Here we go again. 43-41, 2-point lead. Driving. Here comes the Pats. They lead by now 2. Shot for 3. No good with the attempt on the iron of Boozer. Trying to get the rebound back, and here come the Jaguars. Down by 2 for the lead.
Underhand layup, no good.
First. Short, and now these 2 rebounds now, Bruce, where the Jaguars have not been able to score. And right now, they've also stopped Pats from scoring.
Yeah, but right there, Lambert said slow it down.
And slow down the tempo.
And they want to get their offense set up. And then we're talking about the Pats here. You can hear Lambert screaming out.
Oh, wow.
And we've got a turnover. Offensive foul on number 15.
Foul on number 15. They're going to call it a foul. And coach does not like it one bit. You saw the reaction down there. Will Chalk, our videographer, saw his emotion. And they are going to call a timeout in the process. And maybe let the coach cool off.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
6 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the Shrek in this game. And Patrick Henry from Virginia leads 43-41. The Johnston Jaguars do have possession after the foul was called, an offensive foul. And that is the 5th offensive foul that's been called on the Pats in this game. You remember they got 3 early, and then they had one in the second half, and now this one here with an illegal screen. And
the coach didn't like that
and
too
he didn't
much.
like it at all.
Will did a great job down there getting the emotion of the coach for the Pats, and you saw him. I mean, he actually literally was about to walk away from the coach's bench and the table and everything when they called that call on the charge. And now the Jaguars having a chance now to try to respond. Only down by 2. Roughing, no basket and a push, and there's a foul.
It's going to be a non-shooting foul, but it's going to be against number 5, and that's going to be Dante Cozart. And that's his first foul that I have for him in the game.
Deontay Cozart, the guard from Washington. From the capital of the U.S. of A. Here we go. Pressure, Ruffin. Wow, boy, man, he was all over him. Why was there not a foul called on that?
Well, he kind of held up a little bit, and that's probably why he didn't get the foul.
Ruffin to Perkins. Perkins shot. Boom! And pulls away. Now we're tied again. Bruce, you're keeping track. 6th time. We're tied now.
And right now, that's 9 points for Perkins. He's really coming on now in the second half. And there's a nice basket by number 3.
Correction, this is now the 7th league change, so we're now looking on the 8th time that they're going to try to tie the game here.
45-43, Patrick Henry on top.
7 lead changes amongst these two teams, and especially in the second half of this game. 45-43, 5 minutes remaining. Dabney under pressure, driving up the lane. He's there. He'll find Mike Mason Jr. Ruffin inside the paint. He goes to the charity stripe. 5!
Oh, what a layup!
Finds Charles Walker Jr. and he got the basket. And guess what, Bruce? We're tied again.
I tell you what, this is junior college basketball at its very best, folks. It's both of these teams up and down the court now.
This is sanctioned by the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association of the Region. 10 off the rim. He went to the top of the backboard of the attempt by number 3 of Boozer. He'll turn it over. Give it back to the Jaguars. We're tied at 45.
Ruffin.
Here we go with Ruffin.
Just not a good pass. That was not a good pass.
Turn it over back to Nigel Boozer. Boozer driving. Boozer isn't there before he steps out of bounds. He is. They'll save it. And what a move by number 2, Carlos Ravenbruce, to keep possession for the Pats.
Well, that loose ball there was in no man's land.
Shot clock coming up on 10. Shot clock on 10. It's time to go. Tied at 45. Boozer up the lane. He'll now find Farrell. Farrell on the 3. It's no good. And the rebound of the return every time, DeAndre Dabney. Dabney. Just misread it, trying to get it to Charles Walker Jr., Bruce Barrett, and turn it over.
And he was breaking to the basket. He was in perfect position.
That would have been a perfect play right there to slam it in.
And we're stuck at 45 right now with 3:45 left to go in this game.
Clowns to the left of me. Stuck in the middle with you. What a game here.
Wow, this is something
in Lewisburg tomorrow night. You got it for us, Lewisburg Hurricanes. Will and I done the game for the women there a couple of weeks ago. That's a pretty nice facility, ain't it, Will? It's a nice place.
So here they come.
Tomorrow night, we will be here. Will's going to take a night off. Brendan will be on the camera. And Bruce, finally, our buddy from South Johnston, Quay Smith, DJ Quay, is going to join me in the broadcast booth tomorrow for college basketball.
There's a nice layup.
As he comes back to Jacoby Lambert, is he there? No, he's not. Rebound. Come on, Green. He got it back to Perkins. Here he comes.
Nice pass.
One to beat. Basket, no one home. Oh, it didn't go in.
Missed the layup.
He missed it. Oh, and Bozier got it back on the rebound. He got it back to Raven. Bozier to Raven. We're tied at 45. 3 minutes to go.
Man, you got to score when you're ahead of the defense like that.
The last game, by the way, went to overtime.
Oh, there's a steal.
Oh, is he there? He's got it. Come on, Green. 2 to beat. Basket and 2.
Great job. He got the reward by getting this steal.
And a timeout's called, Bruce. How about that, man? Wow. Starting to get good in the neighborhood in Joco.
Right. Come on, Green now. I've got him down for 14 points in this game. And for the 7th time tonight, we have a lead change. It's 47 to 45. The Jaguars from Johnston Community College on top with 2:46 left to go in this ball game. But that's a whole lot of time. I'm telling you, this has been going back and forth.
You know, Bruce, Will was with me a couple of weeks ago as we have this timeout on the court. And, Bruce, one of the things that we had was that overtime game last Thursday night. Man, what a battle that was. It went to overtime, but it was so much close. But I got a feeling, Bruce, it's deja vu. It's Christmas holiday all over again between these two teams like Johnston and Pitt back in December in Winterville.
Well, it's a tribute to the division and to the conference and to junior college basketball. I mean, you know, you go all over the country and you find great basketball at this level.
Right.
And tonight, we're seeing a really, really good basketball game here tonight. The Jaguars on top from JCC, 47-45.
A humdinger.
And here we go.
And believe it or not, we are down the stretch. Down the stretch they come. Closing in on the finish of this thing here.
Jaguars.
Thanks for those that are watching. They're going to call a foul on number 12 of Charles Walker Jr.
That's his first.
That's right.
And it'll be an inbound. It was a push, 2:33 to go. And the Pats will take it inbound on the far side.
So they call it, it's a non-shooting foul. You're right there, Bruce. Here we go. And by the way, 2.5 remaining. Setting ourselves up for a wild
three ball on the way.
Shot for 3, short. Did he get it?
Nice tap in.
We're tied again, Bruce.
Nice tap in by number 2, Raven there. I've got him now for 13 points in the game.
For the 8th lead change. Now for the 9th time, Bruce Barrett. In this game, we're tied all at 47. 2 minutes to go.
Jaguars very patient now. 10 seconds to shoot. Now they move their offense.
Perkins at the free throw line.
He nails it.
About 3 feet behind the free throw line, but he put it in. And we're back to the lead at 2 for the Jaguars.
So the Jaguars regain the lead. And here we go.
49, 47, 90 seconds remaining in regulation. It is go time. Pressure by Boozer. Boozer is there. Settles inside to Gavila. Gavila is there. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 5. He better go. He turns it over. Almost go. He saved it. 15. And no good. The rebound goes to Perkins. And he's there.
The pass up front. Good.
Charles Walker Jr. in for 2.
6 points for Walker now.
And your Jaguars are pulling away. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute remaining in regulation. Shot for 3. Short to the left of the rim. Couldn't get into the rebound. Responds Marquise Allen. Marquise Allen. Come on, Green. Green. Basket. No good, but he is fouled. And did you see the way Green went flying through the air up there? He knew he was going to take the shot in the foul. He knew it was coming. Foul on 25. That's Jacoby Lambert. And that's just how brave Green was. It was either sink or swim for number 2, Bruce.
Well, Green will come up now. He'll be shooting 2. I've got him right now at 14 points, and he has scored 8 of those points in the second half. Got a chance to add 2 more.
Under a minute remaining in regulation.
Big free throws here, and he misses the first one.
We say it in high school, Bruce. Hell, our interns say it in JV. And we say it all the time emphatically in college and pro. When the clock isn't running and you're at the charity stripe, you got to make those free throws.
JCC is 2 of 7 from the charity stripe right now.
Man.
Number 10 for the Pats is checking in, and that is Gabriel now.
That's number 10 of Fabian Gibiel.
This is a big one right here, Wesley.
Remember, the Jaguars men are on the road tomorrow night in Lewisburg.
He makes it.
And he made it. It's good. Final. He made 1 out of 2.
52-47. It's a 5-point game.
That's
40
right.
seconds to go
Oh,
in the
and
game.
the pressure. Going to go in with Keith Allen. Perkins. They
Oh, no.
it. It's out of play. It's out of bounds.
And he did the right thing by letting the ball go out of bounds.
He
He
did.
could have saved it. If he'd have saved it, there was a player right under the basket. It would have been an easy 2.
That's right.
Let the ball go out of bounds. Reset your defense.
They're discussing it here, and they're actually going to
It's gonna
say
be
it
an
will
inbound.
stay. It will stay Pat's ball.
It's Pat's ball, absolutely. But you don't want to save the ball under the basket when you got a man right there that can just put the ball in for a layup.
Farrell inside, shot now for 3.
Oh,
He's there.
number
Kevon
10.
Farrell. Man, Fabian Giebel puts it in. The man forward out of Collinsville, Virginia.
Off
and
the
it's
bench.
only a 2-point game off the bench, and he got it. Wow.
And now the Jaguars, they will call a timeout here. 52-50, 28.8 left to go. Here's some scores for you in college basketball Division I. UMass Lowell and Albany are tied at 54 and it's in overtime. LaSalle trails UMass 74-71. Western Carolina is tied with the Citadel, the Catamounts, 66 with 5 seconds to go in the game. Vanderbilt trails South Carolina 70-61. Iowa State on top of Oklahoma State with 15:48 to go, 45-44. UCF trails Wichita State 38-31, and Lamar trails Tarleton 38-35. Wesley Allen back to the Jaguars.
All right, we're going to try this again here as we're down to the final. Well, the bench is talking here.
Right, it's Jaguars ball. They have the baseline to run. So let's see what happens here.
They were trying to basically decide what it is here on the conversation, and it's going to be the inbound.
He has the baseline to run.
You know they're going to foul you. They're going to try to. And there he is. There's a trip and a foul.
Hold on, let's see if he's going to be out of bounds. He was out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before the foul, Wesley.
Wow, so they called him out of bounds before they called the foul.
So now here come the Pats. They trail by 2, 52-50, 26 flat left to go in the game. The Patriots can take the lead here late with a 3-ball. A high screen set up by the Pats. Here's a kick to the outside, 3-ball on the way. It's no good. Volleyball gets a rebound by the Patriots. Jaguars get the ball. Here they go.
They're fouled. Bruce, that's the best thing that could have happened just then.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a foul.
That's the best thing that could have happened, because if he would have got the rebound, and then when he were put it in on the 3 shot, he was short, got the rebound back, you got to get fouled, and that takes away the 2-point shot. This now lets him go to the free throw line and shoot.
So now it's non-shooting foul.
Oh, it's a non-shooting foul.
So,
well, never mind then.
Here we go. They're going to have to
Oh,
inbound
my
the ball.
goodness. I thought they were going to
Now,
go.
this one, he does not have the baseline to run, so he has to inbound it in that position there. He can't move.
All right, we'll see what happens here. 52-50. A tied game in 10 seconds, and we go to overtime for the second straight game for the Jaguars. They lead by 2, and they're going to foul him. You knew it was coming. Number 3 reaches in there. That's Jalen Faber. Actually, I'm sorry, Nigel Bozer going in there on the foul.
And so now it will still be an inbound. They have fouls to give. But you would rather them go to the free throw line now, so they'll probably foul again. They want to get into the bonus. But they're not in the bonus right now. So
Under
hold on.
10.
Now we've got the scores.
Well, they're having a conversation.
They're saying it's a
at the
one-on-one
table.
now.
It's a 1-and-1 now. So
it
they're
is
in
a
the bonus.
one-on-one.
They're in the
Okay.
bonus.
I was
They're in the
thinking
bonus,
they
so
should
the
be.
1-and-1's coming, and there you go to the charity stripe. And if you're the Jaguars, Bruce Barrett, with under 10 seconds to go, you're leading by 2. You want to dunk these. You want to put these balls in the.
You want to make that first one.
You certainly do.
Because that right there means they can't beat you with a 3 ball. So you want to make the first one. The second one would make it a 2-possession game.
Exactly right.
So number 12.
This can make it a 3-point lead. If he makes it 1-1, if not, they're going to come growling at the Jaguars, and the Pats on the freedom of the Commonwealth are coming here to battle. Johnston,
Walker
shot, and
makes it.
There it is. It's
Walker.
a 3-point lead down the stretch.
And now
53
Walker
to 50
from CB Aycock High School has a chance to ice it
Just
right
out of Wilson,
here.
ain't it, Bruce? Just out of Wilson.
Oh,
CB Aycock, the
down there in
Warriors, I think it
Pikeville.
is.
Pikeville.
Yes, here we go. Can he make
Good
it?
shot.
It
He
is
nails him.
4. If there was ever a time for a Jaguar to make all your shots,
No
at the
foul,
free throw,
no
it was
foul.
now. Shot for 3. Off the rim, he's short.
That's gonna
Jaguars
go on
win.
the rebound.
Perkins got the rebound, and this game is over.
And a great effort by the Jaguars coming in to this game. They win 54 to 50. And I'll tell you right now,
I love seeing this, Bruce, seeing this again, this sportsmanship amongst teams,
Absolutely.
camaraderie. What a match. What a game. And for Coach Jay Creasy, honestly, after that overtime loss, that kind of looked like overtime again to Pitt the other night, here against Patrick and Henry, they needed it. Get a big win here this evening.
and I tell you what, Kamon Green had 6 points in his first half. He added 10 in the second half and got 16 points, and he is my player of the game without question. He really turned it up a notch there in that second half.
Man, what a battle. What a game. One for the ages. Bruce,
Absolutely.
our final thoughts, man. A good game. He'll be in Lewisburg tomorrow
night.
for the CRN radio coverage of the men's game. And then, of course, Quay Smith, myself, and Brendan Reeves will be here tomorrow at Shrike for the women's game tomorrow. So, Bruce, a great game tonight, man. This was awesome. Your final take, 54 to 50, the final.
Well played game. Low scoring affair, a lot of good defense. But I thought the offense for the Jaguars was very good, but that defense, there was a point there where Patrick Henry was just having trouble finding the basketball, and they had some shot clock violations.
Oh, yeah.
And then some offensive fouls. They had 5 total in the game, and that was a big, big deal, moving screens, charges, and things of that nature. And that really cost them tonight. Jaguars took advantage of that and won tonight's game 54 to 50. 54 to 50, and just a wonderful game. The Johnston Jaguars are winners tonight, folks.
It was a great game again, and as you said, obviously after what we saw with Pitt, after what we saw with this game the other night in overtime, and then fighting the weather, great way to get off the schneid, come back on an overtime loss, get back on the high horse and win again. And honest parent for the tournament and the playoffs, because the NJCAA national tournament, the conference, the regionals, then the national tournament.
You know, they came off a loss, came in here tonight. That was a big loss in overtime.
Yes.
But they were able to come back and win and finish tonight. Just a wonderful job. Great job by the coaching staff, the players. I think they all contributed, but I'll tell you, Green was the man tonight.
Was a good show. We're glad you enjoyed it as well. It's been a fun time. For, of course, Derek Arnold, Alonzo Lunsford, Jay Creasy, and everybody in the athletic department, Greg Morrissey, Director of Operations of Events for the Johnston Jaguars. It was a great show. When it's all said and done, a big win in a final of 54 to 50. One more final look at the strike for videographer Will Chalk on the camera tonight. For Bruce Barrett, I'm Wesley Outland. Be good to one another. Good night. And big Jaguars Nation. Big win tonight, 54 to 50. The final here at Shrike. Women are here tomorrow night. Join Bruce Barrett on the road for the men as they take on the Lewisburg Hurricanes tomorrow.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The
following is a presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN.